Everyone has a unique gift, and Mike, the creator of the One Life podcast, believes most people don't know how to use their gifts or what they are. Mike wants you to see things from a different perspective and be true to yourself. The One Life podcast unites the world through art, fashion, music, and film. It inspires, motivates, and creates positive energy, love, and compassion to all communities and creates an equal playing field for all. On the One Life podcast, they cover topics like building relationships, overcoming adversity, habits of healthy people, and much, much more. We only have one life to live. Be yourself and live your truth. Add the One Life podcast to your playlist. That's the number one, NE Life. Available on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, and your favorite podcast platform.
My Jay-Z impression. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the One Life Podcast. I am Mike M.I.C. Reed, and here we talk about positive psychology while taking care of our well-being and telling your story, because everybody has an amazing story, and I am back. I feel great. I'm back, you guys. No, I love this shit, though. I don't think I can leave this shit. I done fell in love with it. I love it because of you guys, too. Man, all the messages and all the support that I got from everybody saying, don't stop doing the show, everybody messaging me, telling me, what they got out of it, even if it was a little thing, they had to take away from it. And that was always my goal and dream. And when I got all those messages, it's pretty dope. There's no way I can stop after, reading so many messages. And I'm truly grateful, truly humbled that everybody stood behind me and supported the show. So thank you guys, because I'm here because of you guys. I do this because of you guys. I love it. I know a lot of people. I actually want to touch on this because I know a lot of people are private. They don't, go on social media. They don't like to tell their stories. They keep, everything to themselves, which is fine. That's totally okay. For me, I post stuff, and mind you, when I post stuff, it really is not geared at any one person or anybody or anything, because I know I had this conversation with somebody, they thought I was posting stuff about them. It's like I really wasn't. I do this for me. I used to go to therapy. I wish, I still check in with my therapist every now and then. I wish I can go every week, but that shit's expensive. Therapy is expensive, but it's so worth it. I will say that it is worth it, because I went for a year straight, every week for a year straight, and it was so worth it. But so for me, when I do these videos, when I do posts, on Instagram, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, whatever it is, that's my therapy. I can't afford to go to therapy every week. To be honest, my therapist is expensive. He is expensive as shit. So this is my therapy. This is my outlet. This is my release. I don't do it, because I know a lot of people, they always, especially this last, month or so, when I was going through, my storm, everybody was calling me, telling me to, reach out to them, call me if I need them. I'm just that type of person, that I'm not going to call. Like, it's the way I'm wired. It's not a bad thing. I will pick up the phone if I truly, truly need to talk to somebody. And I do have a couple of numbers that I will call, and I will, reach out to those people. But 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to call. That's why I do videos. That's why I do these videos. That's why I do my show. This is my release. This is my therapy. I like to talk about my struggles and my experiences. And hopefully someone does get a takeaway from it one day. Hopefully, it saves somebody's life one day, or helps someone in their life, in some sort of way one day. It's not to have people feel sorry for me. It's not for any other reason but for me to release. Like, this is my release. I love doing this, honestly. I never, for 35 years, I was always behind the scenes, in entertainment. Never thought that I would be in front of a camera, in front of a microphone, talking to you guys like this, especially about the struggles that I go through and, all that. But once I started doing it, I saw how much it really did help me. And that's another reason why I can't quit, because it does help me. I love it. I'm going to be honest with you. Even during the sad moments, and the hard times, I do it, with all my posts. I could be on social media, on Instagram, and I will see something. And yeah, if I'm going through something in my life at the moment, I see a quote, or I see like a Denzel. If I hear a Denzel quote, or Morgan Freeman quote, or somebody, I'm going to repost it, because that's what I'm going through in the moment. That's what I feel in the moment. It's not to say everything that I post and share it's facts or it's the truth. It's just my truth in that moment. Obviously, yeah, I'm not the same person I was yesterday. I'm not the same person I was last month. I grow every day, and so how I feel today in this moment, I can grow into something different tomorrow. I love talking to people, which is crazy, because I won't pick up the phone to ask for help or like that, because I've been I've been on my own since I was 14. So yeah, obviously I'm going to figure things out. It might take me a minute, but I will figure things out. It's just hard for me to ask for help. That's just the way I'm built. But with that said, I'm not always right. Even if I say something or make a post or do whatever, I can have a conversation with somebody and someone can teach me something, and I learn from it, and I continue to grow with that. So just to go back to the storm that I was just in. And when I tell you that shit was a storm, it was a nightmare. I don't even call it a storm. I'd rather be in a storm. That was a nightmare. But everything's getting better. It's day by day. It's being patient. Is learning how to go through the process. Not thinking too much. One of the things that I learned, and I know a lot of people was telling me, all this stuff that I already know, about what to do and all this and that. But the one thing I was looking for was I was looking for something different. I was looking for somebody to tell me something different. Like, yeah, I already know the generic stuff that everybody say. Going through the process. Call me if you need help. Call me if you need to talk. Do you need anything? All the generic stuff that people say, right? And I'm grateful for it. Don't get me wrong. I'm grateful for everybody that called me and reached out to me. I'm grateful for everybody that sent groceries to my house. Everybody that cooked dinner for me and brought dinner over. Like, I really have some cool people in my corner, and I truly appreciate all of them. But, I was looking for something different, because this is the way my brain works. Like, when I'm going through something and it don't make sense, my brain is going to sit there and figure it out until it makes sense. That's just the way I'm wired. And all the stuff a lot of people were telling me was like, yeah, I get it, but that's not it. Like, it wasn't it, right? It was like all generic stuff. Like, it wasn't it. So I was searching for something else. I was searching for a new answer, a new something, which is crazy, because my first wife, who's like the mother of my kids, who's super dope. Like, there was a dope ex-wife award, she would get it. She's always reaching out to me, always, just had my back since day one, no matter the bullshit that I put her through or my craziness. She's always been there since day one. And she reached out one day, and it's crazy because she knows me so well. She sent me over this book, and she was like, hey, I need you to, well, it was an audio book. And she was like, hey, I need you to listen to this. And it was exactly what I needed. Like, she knew exactly what to send me and what I needed, and that's what I was searching for. It wasn't, she didn't call, telling me all the generic stuff. She was just like, hey, you're not, this is the Mike that I know. She was like, here, like, read this book. read this audiobook, and this is what's going to get you through it. And it was called Who Moved My Cheese? This book is so dope. I think if anybody that hasn't heard this book, like, you should definitely go and read, listen to it. I mean, you can read it too, but you can listen to the audiobook. It's only about an hour long, but it's a simple parable that reveals profound truths. It's an amusing and enlightening story of 4 characters who live in a maze and look for cheese to nourish them and to make them happy. 2 mice are named Sniff and Scurry, and the other 2 little people, the size of mice, their names are Hem and Haw. The cheese is a metaphor for what you want out of life, whether it's a good job, loving relationship, money, possession, health, or spiritual peace of mind. And the maze is where you look for all this stuff, right? So at the end of the day, it's about adapting to change. It's one of the things that in life that we definitely have to, get used to and accept. Like, time and life is going to continue to move, and the world is going to continue to evolve and grow, and we have to adapt to things. Like, everything doesn't last forever. That's just the reality of it. As much as we want people in our lives and we want things in our lives, forever, that's just not the truth. So we have to adapt to that, and we have to learn to grow and be grateful for the times and the memories that we created with, said person, or if we add, materialistic thing that we always wanted and we got it and all of a sudden we don't, we have to appreciate the moments and the times that we did have, with it. That's just the reality of it. And when you look at it from that perspective, things make a lot of sense. But I know, like, when you're going through a storm, like, you can't think clearly. That's one of the things that, I had to realize, like, because I was going through so much, because there was so much happening. It wasn't just one or 2 things. It was like 7 or 8 different things going on at one time. I couldn't think clearly. And that's why I was, like, truly ready to give up. I was, like, rock bottom. Like, I couldn't think for nothing. Like, I could barely spell my name. Like, I couldn't think. And when you're going through processes like that, you can't think. That's why you kind of have to, like, go through the process and don't think too much. Just go through it. Whatever you're feeling at that time, whether it's sadness, anger, depression, you just got to go through it. You just got to suck it up, go through it. Make sure you have good people in your corner that's checking on you, and doing things for you, like, so you don't have to think, like, so you don't have to get up and think about, what you're going to have for dinner, what you're going to cook, all this stuff. Like, I have people that a friend that just sent groceries to my house. She didn't even ask me. She just sent groceries to my house. I had another person that cooked for me. She just cooked and just brought it over. She didn't ask what I wanted. She just cooked, so any little thing that you can do without thinking, and you got people in your corner that can do it for you, trust me, that helps. I'm truly grateful for all the people that did that for me, because the less I had to think, the more I could just relax my mind, go through the process, and just start taking it day by day, step by step, one thing at a time. Even though it was a bunch of things that I needed to really get done quickly, I had to come to terms with, okay, what's more important? I had to realize, what do I want now? And that's even going back to positive psychology, my one of the well-being pillars, PERMAH pillars, is why are we here? Like, why am I here? What do I want? What do I need to accomplish right now? What's the easiest thing that I can accomplish right now? And I started going down the list. I made a list, and I started just checking off the list. Okay, I did this. Bam, done. What's the next thing I can do? And simple things, not big tasks. Even though there was some huge tasks I needed to complete, I had to figure out a way how to take those tasks, those big tasks, and put them to the side for a second, even if it was for a day or two, figure out how to do that, and just day by day, small little tasks at a time, and every day, got a little better. There were still days where, I would have little wins, but the whole day would still be fucked up for me. But then I had to, at the end of the day, reflect on the small wins. And, that got me to the next day. And I just had to keep repeating that same pattern to where things just got better and better. And things are looking up better now. I'm still not out of the woods yet, but I'm in a better mind state right now, mindset. Things are moving along. I'm definitely grateful for everything that I have right now. I'm grateful for everything that's coming my way. I'm making some big moves now, and I'm happy, somewhat happy, I should say. I'm not fully happy, but I'm happy the way things are moving along. A lot of things you just can't control, and you just gotta let go. And I'm cool with that. I made peace with all that. I'm just, like the audiobook, Who Moved My Cheese, learning to adapt with change. It's a hard thing, but we have to do it. And you come to realize that some of these changes are even better. Like it's like change is always tough because it's the unknown. Like when you feel like you're in a space in your life or a position in your life where everything is going great, you don't want nothing to change. You just want to stay in this space, right? Unfortunately, that's not how it works. Life changes on us, but that doesn't mean the change is bad, the change could be good, depending on how you look at it from your perspective, it's all about closing one chapter in your book and starting the next chapter. So, we all control the pen that is writing our book, our own book. And unfortunately, to get from chapter 1 to 2, you got to end chapter 1, right? So something always have to end for something else to start. So, it's okay to close a chapter. Sometimes it's sad because, again, you want people in your lives forever. You want things in your life forever because they're just working out perfectly in that moment. But it's not to say that the next chapter or even the chapter after that is not going to be just as great or even better. So, we just got to stay positive and, think about that and just keep things moving, It's just the way the world works. So, just if you're going through something, check out that book or audio book, Who Moved My Cheese. Learn to adapt, and change. Go through the process. Don't think too much. Get good people, get a good support system around you, and just keep in mind, why are we here? Like, why are you here? If you're waking up every day, you're here for a purpose, right? And it really is taking care of our well-being, For those of you that don't know, well-being, taking care of your well-being does not mean that your life is struggle-free. Well-being is your ability to feel good, struggle well, and function effectively. Well-being is a set of tools, skills, and support you need to thrive and live despite having struggles. That's what it's about. It's about getting through the day, despite your struggles, looking back at the end of the day and say, okay, what went well today? And, and appreciate those wins. Even if they're small wins, appreciate those wins. And, stay in that moment for 5 minutes, just stay in the moment for 5 minutes and appreciate it. And just 5-10 minutes of staying in that moment of those small wins is going to make the whole day that much better, right? So, anyways, that's all I wanted to jump on here today and talk about. But I am back. I am restructuring the show a little bit. I will have more guests on. I'm going to get deeper into talking about the mental health space, positive psychology. I got some pretty dope guests coming that we're going to dive into a lot of these subjects and a lot of these things that I went through, and hopefully it helps, other people. All right. So with that being said, I am out of here. Thank you guys again. Love you guys. And peace, love, and blessings. I love everybody. I have no ill will towards nobody. I said this before, and I'm going to say it again. I wish everybody well and success. I want everybody to win. That's my goal. That's my passion. I'm just the type of guy that I love. Everybody knows this. And I want everybody to just be happy and to love and to experience love and to enjoy life. So with that being said, I want everybody to win. So, I wish everybody well, and peace, love, and blessings to you all. All right, I'm out.